Welcome, Mons. This is your avid moviegoer here, Mikey Khan, and welcome to Khan's Potatoes. Today's film I'll be reviewing is a recently action-adventure superhero Marvel film, Thunderbolts. The group of the Thunderbolts consists of the following anti-superheroes. Yelena, who started off in the Marvel film Black Widow as Black Widow's sister from Russia, of who was also a deadly trained assassin. Next, there's Bucky, known as the Winter Soldier, but first started off in Captain America the First Avenger, but then resurrected as a newly formed assassin himself, the Winter Soldier. But then, of course, turned good after the ending of the Winter Soldier, led on to Captain America Civil War. Next, there is Ghost, who was a villain in Ant-Man and the Wasp, but then ultimately turned somewhat good in the ending of that film. Then there is John Walker, who would be hired as a new Captain America from the Marvel TV show The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. However, he was then removed from his title after brutally murdering someone on the street, but now is looking for redemption on himself. And then there is Red Guardian, who would be Black Widow's and Yelena's father, or somewhat of a father, from the events of Marvel's Black Widow. Then they all meet Bob, the new character, Bob. B-O-B, Bob. After escaping a nearby death set up by CIA director Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, or whatever it's pronounced, they all must work together along with Bob to escape a death and to stop Valentina on what she's preparing to do next. Along the way, Fontaine and the CIA capture Bob and try to make him something even bigger, but yet stronger and more evil than all of the Avengers combined together, known as the Sentry. The film of the Thunderbolts promotes Bob, aka the Sentry, as a main villain for this film, but really, the main villain of this film is none other than Fontaine, played by none other than Julie Louis-Dreyfus herself. That's right, of all people, the villain in this film is somehow Elaine from Seinfeld. She basically manipulates everybody's minds and manipulates Bob into becoming the Sentry and trying to stop the Avengers and the world itself. Not to mention being bullied by a kid a lot, going through autism and such. Like, how could you do this, Fontaine? Damn you to hell. Despite the recent downfall events of Marvel's films such as Eternals, The Marvels, Ant-Man 3, and Captain America Brave New World, this film does provide a good amount of entertainment and good team building wise of these Thunderbolts. Great performances by Florence Pugh, who plays Yelena, scene stealing performances by David Harbour, who plays Red Guardian, and the character of Bob, who's played by none other than Louis Pullman, who's actually the son of actor himself, Bill Pullman. At least in this film, the CGI wasn't terrible, but at the end of the day, it's a start. It may not be ranking out the box office numbers like expected, but this film still provides good entertainment, and it could be bigger in the future. Not to mention, right now the Thunderbolts are filming the new movies, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. In the end, they may be known as the new Avengers, but to me, they're more like as if the Suicide Squad was made for Marvel and not for DC. And now, let's go see how many potatoes I have in my kitchen as I rate this film out of 10 based on how many potatoes I have in my kitchen. So there you have it, my official score for the film Thunderbolts out of 10 based on how many potatoes I have in my kitchen. If you haven't already, please like, follow, subscribe Khan's Potatoes on YouTube and Instagram. Later, Mons.